Hello and welcome back to Stomp City and another episode of ECW Lives on TEW 2016, and today it is time for another episode of ECW Revolt, and this will be the last episode before the big ECW Heatwave pay-per-view. So without any further ado, let's just get into the show, and we start with a dark match, and this time it is Bryan Danielson taking on Rios. And Bryan Danielson wins in 11 minutes 10 by submission with a heel hook. And each of them got a 55 and a 59 overall. And this is just to try and get Bryan Danielson's popularity up in the tri-state going into the pay-per-view. But there's no room for him to have a match on the main show, so why not put him in a dark match? And he gets a good win here over solid competition in Rios. And we start with a match announcement via video. And Keiji Mutoh returns to Revolt tonight to take on CM Punk for the ECW title in Punk's last defense before the Goldberg match at ECW Heatwave. And can the pro wrestling genius topple CM Punk and replace him in Sunday's main event? We'll find out later. And of course, CM Punk each week has defended his title leading up to Heatwave, and tonight is no different, and he's going to be going up against Keiji Mutoh, a legend in Japan. And we still haven't seen Bill Goldberg. We know that he took time off, so this has been keeping Punk busy. And yeah, he's got another defense tonight, and it's going to be a difficult one for Punk. And this got a 68C plus, and we open with a 100A star segment, and the show opens up with the 6 competitors taking part in the Undisputed Junior Heavyweight Championship match this Sunday, and they're all in the ring. And there is a stand with a belt covered in a velvet cloth in front of them, and Shawn Michaels makes his way to the ring. So this is his second appearance now, and he says, at ECW Heatwave, 6 of the finest junior heavyweights in the world will battle for the Undisputed Junior Heavyweight Championship in a ladder match. A match that I helped make famous. And on behalf of the ECW committee tonight, I am presenting the brand new belt that will be hanging high above the ring this Sunday. But before we do that, Hayabusa, Kenta, you have to hand over your title belts. And Hayabusa and Kenta step forward and take turns handing Shawn their junior heavyweight titles. So of course Kenta was the 0-1 junior heavyweight champion. Hayabusa was the ECW junior heavyweight champion. And those belts are now vacant. And then the two face off in the middle of the ring as tensions are high. But Michaels gets between the two of them and he says, hey, that can wait. Ladies and gentlemen, the Undisputed Junior Heavyweight Championship. And then Shawn Michaels removes the cloth and reveals the new belt, then walks up the ramp. So again, Shawn Michaels isn't the general manager, he's just at the minute the spokesman for the committee, I guess. Basically, he's good at promos and he's a road agent, so he can be our guy that makes the announcement every now and then. He's not going to be an authority role, though. He's just the voice of the committee. Yes, solid start to the show, though. 100A star, purely based on Shawn Michaels' entertainment skills. So it's good to know that he can carry these ratings like this when we need him. And then the 6 competitors in the ring go head-to-head in a 6-person tag match. Brian Kendrick, AJ Styles and Hayabusa, of course, on the ECW side, and Manami Toyota, Naomichi Marufuji and Kenta on the 0-1 side. And in this match, Brian Kendrick manages to roll up Kenta 12 minutes 32, picking up the win for his team. And he's pinned the now former 0-1 junior heavyweight champion, so a big win for Brian Kendrick. And the Raven effect seems to continue as Brian Kendrick picks up another win after his alliance with Raven. And in terms of in-ring performances, the standout was AJ Styles with a 76, then Kenta with a 70, Hayabusa with a 69, Brian Kendrick with a 68, Manami Toyota with a solid 66, and Naomichi Marufuji with a 61. And this got a B77, so again, great exposure for Toyota and Marufuji, particularly because they've not been exposed to the American audience too much. And yeah, hopefully this helps them gain popularity. And Kenta is improving in Rumble skills, and he got a B77 overall. And a big part of that is definitely AJ Styles, so well done to him. Next, another video airs announcing a match for this Sunday, as Tommy Dreamer will defend his ECW television title against Raven. And then this video plays the highlights of the story so far between the two, even going way back into Raven's debut, where he debuted with Bula McGillicuddy before she went with Tommy Dreamer. And now it's flipped back and Bula is back with Raven. All comes to a head this Sunday, and we continue into the next segment. And this time it is a gauntlet match, and the winner of this will take on Sting for the GPWC World Heavyweight Championship at ECW Heatwave on Sunday. And obviously a gauntlet match is a one-on-one contest. When someone gets pinned, someone replaces them, and it continues until we're left with one man standing. And for some reason it says Battle Royal here, but it's definitely a gauntlet match. And taking part in the gauntlet is Colt Cabana, Dragon Kid, Great Sasuke, and a debuting Lance Storm, Prince Devitt, Sabu, and another debut from Shane Helms, Tajiri, Taka Michinoku, and Tiger Mask 4. So 5 competitors from ECW and 5 from 0-1 go head to head, and the winner in 39 minutes 09 is Dragon Kid. And it's a huge win for Dragon Kid and a massive opportunity to take down Sting on Sunday. And the last man to be eliminated was Prince Devitt, and the final 4, so to speak, were Prince Devitt, Lance Storm, and Shane Helms. So 2 debuts there, who we poached from WWF, if you remember, when we ran down the contracts that were expiring over a month now ago in game. They were 2 of them, and yeah, they seem like good signings. Of course, Lance Storm, known for his time in ECW, and Shane Helms, I don't believe has wrestled for ECW, but he was a part of the Cruiserweight division in WCW before joining WWF as the Hurricane, and now he's in ECW as Shane Helms. Dragon Kid also got the most eliminations over the course of the match, so he is a big standout in this gauntlet match. And I like Dragon Kid, he's been putting in some good performances recently as well, so why not give him a big match with Sting at the pay-per-view. And yeah, we've made a couple of debuts as well while we're doing it, and we've got a 69C+, and Great Sasuke and Lance Storm are both improving in technical and rumble skills respectively. And then we go to the main event, where it is the ECW title on the line, where CM Punk has defeated Keiji Mutoh predictably in 16 minutes 47 by pinfall with a go to sleep. And this is another big win for CM Punk heading into Sunday's match with Goldberg. And Keiji Mutoh had an in-ring performance of 60, Punk with a 74, and a solid match with a 77B. And yeah, another good match for the champion, another defence under his belt. And he's really racking up the defences over the last few weeks. He's now made 4 overall. And then after the match, CM Punk celebrates with the front row as Keiji Mutoh gets to his feet. And Punk climbs back into the ring and offers a handshake to Mutoh. And they both shake hands as Punk raises Mutoh's hand in the air. And then he rolls back out of the ring and begins to make his way up the ramp, leaving Mutoh on his own. And the crowd applaud the legendary wrestler as the show appears to be coming to a close, but then out of nowhere, Goldberg runs in and hits Mutoh with a huge spear, and then Punk runs back and hits Goldberg with a flurry of punches, rocking Goldberg into the corner of the ring, but Goldberg pushes him away as Punk rolls backwards but lands on his feet. And then Punk runs at Goldberg again, but this time he meets a huge spear. And then Samoa Joe makes his way to the ring, dragging a lifeless Bryan Danielson by the ankle behind him. So he's managed to get his hands on Bryan backstage, and he appears to be bringing him out like a cat bringing home a mouse. And he rolls Bryan into the ring, and then Goldberg piles Bryan on top of a motionless Keiji Mutoh. So the two of them are piled up in the middle of the ring now, and then Goldberg picks Punk up and lifts him for a jackhammer and slams him straight into the ground. And he then drags Punk and adds him to the pile of bodies laying in the middle of the ring as the show comes to a close. The Dangerous Alliance are as dangerous as ever, and now it is Goldberg's chance to challenge CM Punk for the ECW title, as well as Samoa Joe getting an opportunity to take on Bryan Danielson in a submission match. So a decent segment. Again, 77. As always, Bryan Danielson looked lost out there. I'm hoping that's going to slowly disappear as he appears in solid segments and his popularity goes up. But we'll see how that goes. And Goldberg came across well. Samoa Joe came across well. And this gets a 77B to close the show. And I've got a feeling it's going to be a decent result overall. And it is, with an 80B, increasing our popularity in 20 regions as we head into the pay-per-view. And the news says we've sold out the WAMU Theatre at MSG, and the feedback from viewers has been excellent, and it seems they've really struck gold with this show. So yeah, solid ratings overall. The appearance from Shawn Michaels definitely helped us. And we've got some emails. The TV rating is an 8.16 now, so we'll check that for viewership in a second. One of our 01 guys has been signed by WWE, but I didn't do anything about it. He's gone there now on a written. Samu Nishimura. The roster's bloated. He is good, with 80 chain wrestling, mat, really good basics. And yeah, he's a good wrestler, but I can't ever see him becoming at least a main eventer on Revolt. We haven't got time, really. So yeah, we've just let him go. Saves us a bit of money. It would have cost us quite a bit to keep him anyway, because they offered a written. So it just makes sense to let him go. And yeah, we won't be seeing him again. Also, Toyota is fully fit. I got that piece of news the other day, which is why she was in the match. And it is 3.6 million viewers now after last week's 3.6 million. But we're up 24,000 there. And before we go, I'm just going to run down the Heatwave card. And at Heatwave, there is a big thing about to happen, and I've been building up for it for a while. You'll notice I've been hiding the roster screen for some time, but after Heatwave I won't have to anymore, so make sure you tune in. Make sure you get your predictions in the comments below as well, that'd be good. And if you're looking forward to it, make sure you drop a like on this video to let me know. But we go in, of course, with the big 6-person ladder match for the undisputed junior heavyweight title, where the competitors will be Hayabusa, Kenta, AJ Styles, Brian Kendrick, Naomichi Marufuji and Manami Toyota in a huge match to crown the first ever champion. Bryan Danielson will take on Samoa Joe in a submission match, and things are getting personal with the ECW Television Championship on the line as Tommy Dreamer defends against the newly returned Raven. And then Sting will defend his GPWC World Heavyweight Championship against Dragon Kid. And of course the main event, CM Punk takes on Goldberg for the ECW World Heavyweight title. And it should be good. And if you're excited for that, make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss another episode. Make sure you get your predictions down below for the pay-per-view, and why not check out one of the videos that you can see on the screen right now. But until next time, peace.